Procurement transformations are a common way for CPOs to bring immediate improvement to a function. Here, as part of a Procurement Leaders Plus project on transformation, we speak to members of BravoSolution's global leadership team about how to maximise the chances of success in transformational change programmes. I started by asking, what are the first steps CPOs should take?
The most important thing is first to understand why is even transformation needed. 50% of the companies don't even attain their objectives, and so by needing to understand, first off, do we need to embark upon transformation to accomplish our goals? With that, then, is going to require a heavy focus on alignment. Okay, so being a CPO today, you can't just walk into a company with your own personal agenda. There needs to be a strong alignment with the C-level suite in terms of what they're trying to accomplish. And with that, then a deliverable set of measurables beyond that will then align the organization to meet those objectives. Oftentimes we see in an organization where the CPO is acting in a vacuum, you have a chance of limited success.
The key first step that a CPO can take is to really establish a strong baseline of understanding to make the procurement transformation planning process. So that really comes down to owning the data. Procurement can look at that information and really have a strong basis upon which to set targets and evaluate and understand alternative paths to achieving value. This will become critical later for the planning process as change happens throughout the transformation process, as they receive feedback from different organizations, and will allow them to be agile as they go through the procurement transformation process.
Well, first of all, the CPO has to ensure that the transformation principles are aligned on the business needs, because that's what is going to guide the transformation at the end of the day. The second thing is that, of course, procurement transformation is often or should be part of a much larger company transformation. Otherwise, this is making the life of the CPO very, very difficult indeed. And maybe the third thing would be to make sure that the scope of the transformation are clearly assessed by order of importance. Do you want to transform your procurement because you want to improve your OTD, your on-time delivery? Do you want to transform your organization because you want to improve the services to your customers, or you want to increase the level of LCCS, low-cost country sourcing, etc.? So the scope of the transformation itself should be precised.
Transformation is never a kind of full stop outcome. It's a continually evolving process and program. In terms of the skills, really it's a development in terms of setting and defining a set of skills about continued evolution and setting the mindset that this is a continued process. There is no definitive beginning, middle and end. This is a continued process, and for transformation to be successful, the right people with the right skill sets and the right mindsets are required.
So the most important thing is effective communication. All right, to have effective change management, you're going to have to be able to communicate up, down, and sideways into the organization. The most successful people that I've seen propagate their initiatives most successfully in the organization have possessed all three of those: to be able to sell the value down, garner the resources by communicating across the top, and be able to go laterally to engender support for their initiative.
The tools really are a mixture of guiding principles, established methodologies and enabling technologies. Specific to the technologies, today there's a plethora of web-enabled tools that are available for organisations to set in place transformational and change programs and support the beginning, middle and end and sustainment of the transformation.
The key tool that a CPO will use to drive this process is an effective wave plan. And the wave plan really gives a combination of visibility to the size of the opportunities and where key value through the transformation process will come from, the resources necessary to achieve it based upon how easy or difficult it is to accomplish those tasks, and the timeline for driving the project. The tools that support that wave plan really come out of two main areas. One is spend analysis, where you're gathering really an understanding of your savings opportunity and your category cost breakdowns, and then an effective process or program management tool for which to load the wave plan and track its progress, collaborate across the organization, and statistically track and monitor the savings being driven.
Stakeholder engagement is a major tripping point. Insufficient stakeholder engagement at the right levels within the business and ensuring that they're consistent and clear and well communicated are key. Also making sure that once the initial phases of change and transformation are implemented, that the program and the project is not just left alone. People should really focus very heavily on the sustainability and maintenance of the change.
One is too high expectations, so the expectation management is key. Second, it's the attractiveness of the goals. It's rather more make the goals understandable to people and make them believe in it, to make them make it their goals, rather than convincing them to these goals. And the third step is a poor coverage of the upcoming concerns within an organizational change, because this is not a straight plan or a straight roadmap, it's people management, and so it has to be very situative and to act in these situations quite well with lessons learned out of the past, etc. This is key too.